The night before our wedding, I caught Louis hooking up with my best friend on the couch. I completely lost it and ended up sleeping with all three of his friends. I made sure to leave proof everywhere, on his desk, in his sports car, at his office. But when Louis found out, he just casually stubbed out his cigarette and got everyone on a group call. You slept with all of them? How was it? Laughter exploded through the phone. Pretty flexible. She was okay. Just a little uptight, nothing like that actress I've been seeing. Louis, did you never bother with her? She moved like a plank of wood. My whole revenge plan was just a joke to him. He didn't care at all. I fell apart completely. Had a total breakdown, and Louis had me committed to a psych facility. I spent a year there. Then, finally, I got better. Outside my window, a Bentley pulled into the courtyard and stopped. Louis had come to take me home. He still remembered to come for me, but I had already forgotten how to love him. The nurse pushed open the door. Mister, Louis finished your discharge paperwork. You're free to go. I nodded blankly. Walking out, I could hear a few nurses whispering behind me. Poor thing. Her own fiancé drove her to this. What's so sad about it? He's gorgeous and loaded. He even pays for everything. It's not like he hit her. She should have just looked the other way. Some people really don't know how good they have it. A year ago, those words would have sent me spiraling. Now, they couldn't even slow my steps. Louis was leaning against the Bentley, waiting. I walked over. He reached toward my face. You've lost weight. I tilted my head back slightly. His hand hung in the air for a second, then dropped. He opened the passenger door. Get in. There was a used lipstick on the seat. Louis snatched it out of my hand, rolled down the window, and tossed it out. My assistant left that. Don't worry about it. I smiled faintly and said nothing. That lipstick was Mia's favorite brand, my best friend's. Not that it mattered anymore. I'd stopped caring a long time ago. At a red light, Louis drummed his fingers on the steering wheel, then finally spoke. It's over between me and her. I got rid of that couch, got a new one in the style you like. I had the housekeeper keep your things clean every day. Nothing got dusty. Thank you. I smiled softly. Louis glanced over at me, his expression unreadable. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small red velvet box. I had the ring remade. Bigger diamond. You like it? I didn't take it. Let's call off the wedding. Louis didn't take me seriously. He just dropped the box in my lap. Enough with the drama. I slept with your best friend. You slept with my 3 friends and you even came out 2 ahead. Call it even. The spot as my wife is still yours. I promised you that. Stop playing hard to get. I stared at the little box and said nothing. Just smiled quietly, bitterly. I wasn't playing anything. I was just leaving, heading somewhere quiet, a small village, nothing like this city, where my parents were buried. A place without him, a place where it wouldn't hurt. The car pulled through the gates of the estate. Nothing had changed. I didn't go to our bedroom. I dragged my suitcase toward the guest room. Louis stepped in front of me. What do you think you're doing? I got used to sleeping alone at the hospital. I glanced back at the room that had once been ours. I don't want to sleep in that bed anymore. The day I found out about him and Mia, I checked the security footage. It wasn't just the couch. They'd been in our bed too, the one he'd had custom made for me. When I saw that, the pain nearly destroyed me. Louis stared at me for a few seconds, then let out a cold laugh. Fine, but don't push it. You always do this, and you always end up back in the hospital. I watched him walk away. The old ache didn't come. Maybe the treatment really had worked. I'd forgotten what it felt like to live and die by his every mood. Late that night, I lay in the soft guest bed, wide awake. After a year on a stiff hospital mattress, I couldn't get comfortable. During that year, Louis never visited once. Fear had eaten me alive. I used to scream and beg the doctors and nurses, threatening to hurt myself if they didn't let me call him. Once, twice, 3 times. He never picked up. Slowly, I went numb, and by the time I got better, I didn't want to call him at all. Thirsty, I got up and went downstairs for water. That's when I saw Louis on the balcony, on the phone. His voice was low, but I caught every word. Yeah, good girl. Tomorrow at the auction bid on whatever you want. Don't worry about the price. I know. Things are just a little hectic right now. I can't be with you every second. That soft, indulgent tone. It used to be only for me.